So for injuries, we have tight end Jonnu Smith suffered a shoulder injury, but he's likely to play in week 8.
So Jonnu Smith actually getting injured might have helped me with Hunter Henry there. I got worried because Jonnu Smith it seemed like he was more targeted than Hunter Henry in that game. But luckily, I shouldn't say luckily, his injury might have helped me. Hopefully it didn't in the worst way, but either way, quarterback Zach Wilson will be out 2 to 6 weeks with a PCL injury. They did, moments before this, just trade for Joe Flacco. So
sources say, so I guess it's not
set yet. This is fresh right before we hit record. But yeah, Joe Flacco back to the Jets, even though I believe they dropped him. I got to double check that. But that's going to be sad if they dropped him and then gave away value for it. I don't know. Either way, they needed a veteran quarterback there, so I'm not against that. And, Robert Saleh in a press conference did say he was putting it into Joe Douglas's hands to get the best people out in the field. So if he feels that's best, let's see how it goes. But Joe Flacco, to me, wasn't anything special before, so I'm curious to see how that happens. I feel like we'll get into the, Jets, but I feel like everybody takes a hit there. Corey Davis still has fantasy value. Elijah Moore he had 1 touchdown this past game, his first touchdown in the NFL. But this isn't a team you're going to be targeting for fantasy value as much as you were hoping for in the preseason with Michael Carter and stuff. I think Corey Davis is really the only one right now. But to get back to the injuries.
Wide receiver Jalen Waddle likely out 2 to 3 weeks with a high ankle sprain.
Running back Miles Sanders suffered a mild inversion ankle sprain. He might be out 1 to 3 weeks, if at all.
I would like him to be out for...
Oh, yeah, she has Kenny Gainwell. That's right.
QB Patrick Mahomes took a hit, but shouldn't miss any time.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. His neck bent in a way that it shouldn't. But yeah,
he passed concussion protocol. So
right, and he looked all right on the sidelines, like he was walking around. I think Andy Reid at that point just knew they were going to lose and didn't want to risk anything. Smart move.
Did you see? I think it was Travis Kelce's girlfriend or wife or whoever. I guess like after Mahomes hit or something, she tweeted that was like the NFL. Like it shouldn't be legal for the NFL to broadcast when there's like a serious injury. So like I guess they're supposed to like pan away and not like show us when they get hurt or something. I don't know. I thought it was odd. But yeah, she said it should be illegal to show these players getting hurt like that.
Like the cameramen are going to be like super professional at that point because it's like, oh, he moved the camera away so quick. That must have been an insane.
There would
injury.
have to be like it wouldn't be live. It would be like a lag or something so they could like.
Yeah, I don't know. I disagree. I understand what she's trying to say. Like, she doesn't want to see anything brutal like that, or nor should anybody. Because, I mean, some people do get really hurt right in front of our eyes. It's not great to see. It's kind of the point to watch. You want to see everything that happens in these games. But, yeah, so I don't really agree with Mrs. Kelsey there, or Miss Kelsey.
Whoever she is.
But, yeah, running back Josh Jacobs suffered a chest injury. He seems to have avoided anything major, though, but he might miss some time. I mean, if in my vote, I would think that he will, just because Kenyon Drake has been getting a lot of attention anyways. So he could miss time.
So here are some fun stats. So QB Joe Burrow, he was 23 for 38 for 460 yards, 16 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
I think he had 1 sack in there too, but I like the stat line. I didn't want to throw too much shade on him.
I think he did have a sack, if I remember.
Yeah, but 416 yards is insane. Running back Dearness Johnson had 22 carries for 146 yards, 1 touchdown, and he averaged 6.6 yards per carry. So the pickup that we recommended on getting him last week paid off. To be honest, I did not expect that much of a payout, but it was great to see, and I think he will be factored in even when Nick Chubb comes back.
Running back Eli Mitchell and Jonathan Taylor both rushed for 18 times, 107 yards, 1 touchdown each, and both averaged 5.9 yards per carry.
Isn't that crazy, though, that both of them had the same stat line? Like, yeah. I had to double check that because I was like, I don't think this is right. They played in the pouring rain. That was crazy how much rain was there. The amount of fumbles, there was like 7 fumbles or something in that game. But wide receiver Jamar Chase had 8 receptions for 201 yards and 1 touchdown. I'm surprised he only had 1, but the one he did have, it was like an 80-yard touchdown.
Wide receiver Cooper Kupp received 10 times for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. That reminds me, have you seen that little TikTok of that baby? And she goes, that's what I want to do when I see that because I have Cooper Kupp. I just...
Jesus Christ. If you're not watching this on YouTube, you're lucky.
If you know, you know. Because the TikTok is really cute, a little baby.
I guess. So, Jesus.
You could insert it. Insert.
Yeah. Tight end Kyle Pitts received 7 times for 163 yards. So, look at that. You had like what? Yeah, you had 3 out of those people. I had 2.